Welcome to AdventureSphere. This channel is dedicated to missing people who are missing with a vehicle. In the process of creating this database, we are creating a volunteer sonar search and recovery dive team to search for the people featured on our channel. Our services are free of charge. We ask you to consider subscribing, watch our content, and help spread awareness of our endeavor. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline can be reached by dialing 988 or 1-800-273-8255. Calls are free and confidential. Every year, over 600,000 individuals go missing in the United States, according to the National Missing and Unidentified Person System. While many are quickly found and returned to their families, others remain missing as years pass by. This is Tammy and Diego's story. Tammy Alexandra Flores, then 3, and Diego Alejandro Flores, aged 2, are missing from Victorville, California. Their last date of contact was Tuesday, October 23, 2007, when Tammy and Diego were allegedly abducted by their non-custodial father, Francisco Flores. A felony kidnapping warrant was issued for Francisco on January 18, 2008. They still may be local to the area or have traveled to Mexico. Francisco drives a blue four-door 2002 Toyota Sienna with California license plates that are unknown. The Ontario Police Department is investigating. I believe Francisco's home was in Ontario and their mother lived in Victorville. So the Ontario Police Department can be reached at 909-395-2001. Their case number is 071-002461. Tammy's birth date is March 30th, 2004. At the time of this recording, she would be 19 years old today. Francisco's birthday, her father, is April 23rd, 1974. Francisco was in the process of a divorce with their children's mother, Griselda Gonzalez, in 2007, and at the time they shared joint custody. Griselda called them daily to check in. However, she stated that Francisco is unpredictable and has a volatile temper and claims he abused her. No one answered the phone when she called on October 23rd. She went to Francisco's home and found it vacant. She went to the authorities at that time and got full custody of Tammy and Diego on October 31st. And again, the kidnapping warrant was issued January 18th of the following year. Authorities learned Francisco had refinanced his home for $100,000 before the abduction and took the money with him. The house has since been foreclosed. Francisco worked for a cable company and had been a model employee for 10 years. But when he kidnapped the children, he walked away from his job without giving notice. Francisco has dual Mexican and American citizenship and has relatives in Mexico City. Griselda Gonzalez is also originally from Mexico. The children could be in Victorville, California, Oregon for some reason, or Mexico. The Ontario Police Department is investigating as Tammy and Diego's abduction, as some agencies say they disappeared from Ontario. The weather that day was nice. The high out of Ontario, Canada. Ontario, California. The high was 93. The low was 75. There was no precipitation, so the roads were fine. The sunrise was at 7:03 a.m. and it set at 6:08 p.m. I'd be very curious as to what time Griselda called Francisco's home that morning or afternoon. That might give us an idea of how early they left. It might also be a clue as to where they stopped that first night, if they did in fact drive away. I do have some other questions if any of his friends or family see this, if they can give us any more information that might help us narrow down our search area. The best thing for us to have at our disposal will be the coordinates of his last cell phone ping. If we can get that, we can narrow it down usually to about a 3-mile area for searching. And then what was his home address, some places that he would like to frequent when he has downtime. Let's see here. Did he put any time off requests? And I know he just walked away from his job, but it might give us some indication if he was planning to come back at a later date. Does he prefer to go out or stay home? Is he an early bird or a night owl? Did he give any possessions away in the month or two before he disappeared? Does he prefer driving on main roads or back roads? If he's going to travel the long distances, he would probably be on the freeway, but if he's trying to avoid detection, he might be on the surface streets or the back roads. Does he drive at night? I have problems with the vision at nighttime. Were the automated license plate readers checked by the police department or sheriff's office? Did he put any calls into AAA, his mechanic, or the car insurance provider? Were there any items that he always carried with him? A ring or a necklace, perhaps a pocket knife or a multi-tool for his work job? Is he conditioned to driving long distances? If he's not, he might have made more frequent stops and give us more areas to look into. Did he have any health issues such as being diabetic, epileptic, any recent head traumas? And then does he take any medication daily? If he took medication daily, was his pharmacy contacted to see if he had picked up his most recent prescriptions or if his prescriptions were transferred? Remember, we're not looking at the prescriptions that were ordered, so it's a gray area for the HIPAA laws. But if we can find out where his medications were transferred to, it might tell us where to look for the children. And then what was the place of his last verified financial transaction? That would probably be the second best thing to look at if we're unable to get his cell phone pings. Next, the places I'm going to share are shared with my blessing, so Diego and Tammy can be reunited, regardless who higher powers work through. The video shows images from their hometown of Ontario and then goes out to about 5 miles for search purposes. If an area has been heavily searched, we may expand the search area, but please keep in mind that accidents tend to happen closer to home. So closer to Ontario, there's water between 7th and 8th Street East, Day Creek. There's 3 retention ponds on East Philadelphia Street, and then the Lake Narconian is about 10 miles away. And then other large bodies of water in the area, there's Pudding Stone Lake, about 9 miles. Chino Creek is 9.5 miles. Let's see here. The San Gabriel Reservoir and Dam is about 15 miles away. That looks pretty deep. Then 30 miles out is the Paris Reservoir, which I just have in my head that that's going to be the place to look at. Lake Elsinore is 33 miles away. And I think that's all I've got. Oh, Lake Matthews is 20 miles away. So I mentioned earlier that every day approximately 1,600 people go missing in the United States. Your donation brings closure to families with missing loved ones like Tammy and Diego by helping us secure equipment and getting us to locations all around the U.S. where missing people may be found using cutting-edge sonar technology. Our mobile unit is able to assist families and small towns that need access to the high-end sonar equipment and diving services. We can also assist large cities as adjunct professionals. We help families, area government, and environmental cleanup efforts free of charge. When you donate to AdventureSphere, you ensure that volunteers can continue to help locate those who've lost their voice. Thank you for whatever support you can give. If you'd like to help Tammy and Diego's mother find them, please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and ring the notification bell to receive progress reports. And let the video play out here just about 20 more seconds so you can see the entire search area. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and remember that we love you.